Hi everyone! This year's Product Design Award recipients are hardworking and dedicated designers who created some incredible products over the course of the last few years. I chose each of these students for special reasons that really just made them stand out. My first award recipient is Coleman Alvarez. I have known Coleman for the last 3 years, starting with his first ceramics class sophomore year. One of the things I noticed right away about Coleman was his interest in understanding the intricacies of techniques and how things work. It was not uncommon for Coleman to make multiples of each of the projects that I assigned so that he could learn how to push the limits and really make a refined and beautiful object. But the thing that was so great about Coleman in the classroom is that he didn't just keep that information to himself. It was not uncommon for me to look out across my classroom and see Coleman sitting with somebody else and helping them to understand how things can come together and make something that they could be really proud of. In a collaborative and community work environment like we have in our art classrooms, it is just such an invaluable asset to have a student who's willing to share and help their classmates, and who is able to see when someone is struggling, to identify when their classmates are in need of help. Coleman, your future colleagues and classmates are so lucky to have you. I'm so proud of you. I cannot wait to see what you do next. So congratulations and thank you for an incredible 3 years. My second award recipient is Elizabeth Hui. Elizabeth is dedicated to environmentalism and sustainability in her design work and in her daily life. We had so many conversations about the problems in the design world and each of the different fields that we studied throughout the course of the last 2 years. And Elizabeth made a really conscious effort to reduce her own waste within the classroom. She would bring in her own materials that she could reuse. She would reuse the scraps that I had around the classroom, and just really was dedicated to finding different ways that she could improve her own impact and environmental footprint. And I just have been so inspired by everything that you've done, Elizabeth, to improve our world, and I cannot wait to see what you do next. I know that you're going to have a huge impact on our world, and I'm just so thankful for all of your efforts. So congratulations, Elizabeth. Thank you so much for a wonderful few years, and just thank you so much. To the rest of my students, I am equally proud of all of you. I miss you so much. I just thank you so much for going on this journey with me over the last couple of years. Please stay in touch. Please reach out. I would love to hear from all of you. I can't wait to hear what you're going to get into next. You're just all so inspiring and really, really wonderful people. So thank you for everything from the bottom of my heart. Congratulations on graduating, and the best of luck to all of you in the future. Bye, everyone.
Hello, Lincoln Art Department. Mr. Rao from Ceramics here to announce that this year's Ceramics Department Award goes to Aiden Hendrickson for many reasons. Aiden is consistently kind and helpful and dedicated to helping and taking care of his classmates, and it has been incredible to watch Aiden growing as an artist over the last 4 years that I've been able to work with him in ceramics. He started out I think a little frustrated and unsure, like a lot of people do, and over the past 4 years has just expanded into an incredible artist who has a really spectacular, wild, messy, curious, exciting style, and just sort of no fear of doing exactly what he wants to do with the materials, and has made just some really incredible, impressive work this year and last year and over the whole course of the time that he's been in the department. So he will be greatly missed, and really excited to be able to acknowledge his work with this award. Thanks.
Hello. The Outstanding Work in Photography Awards goes to 3 young women in my Photo 5-6 class who have really just stood out for various reasons in that class. that class is always really so wonderful. I've had these students for mostly 3 years. They're all fantastic. Okay, for the first one, for her dedication to the dark room and for a wonderful work ethic and just great attention to detail and to craftsmanship, Catherine Lochner gets one of these Outstanding Work in Photography awards. Secondly, for her creativity and the amount of work she did and just her willingness to experiment and just that love of process, Emma Howard gets an award. And lastly, for her ability to take events in her life and use art for kind of understanding it better and her willingness to be vulnerable around those things, and for being in photography for 4 years, all 4 years with me. This award goes to Alex Vinton. Thanks.
Hi, the Graphic Design Senior Award goes to a student who has really gone above and beyond to work with others, both connecting to other people's styles and needs, as well as pushing herself, and that is to Margot Gallant. Congratulations.
Hello, I'm here to announce the award for IB Art. I had a really excellent group of students this year and last year in IB Visual Studies. It was really great learning along with you, getting to know you, seeing your artwork develop. But one particular student I wanted to give this award to really embodied what I think IB is really about, trying to connect all this learning that seems disconnected in different classes and making it personal, connecting it back to ideas that are relevant to them. But not only that, also just embodied what I think is really important in an artist. Number one, curiosity. This person I've had for a few years in a few different classes, just is curious about everything and how things work and how to communicate in different ways, different ideas. They tried and experimented with lots of different media techniques and also really tricky ways of trying to take some really kind of conceptual ideas and make them something physical in the real world. And I really, really appreciate that struggle. And my award is going to Jacob Khalil, who put together a really, really awesome exhibition at the end of the year. It was very personal. It was the result of a lot of experimentation and trial and error. It showed immense growth and technique, and just really embodied that risk-taking aspect that artists have to do, not without knowing if things are going to turn out. Well, I think they turned out really well, and I really, really hope you continue making artwork. I can't wait to see what you make in the future. So congratulations, Jacob.
A number of years ago, we created the Lincoln High School Visual Art Department Award for a number of reasons, but it was based around a student whose enthusiasm did not just stay in one particular area, but really embodied the best traits in every visual art class that they were involved in. And that includes improvement from seeking feedback and using it to create more challenging work, improving their technical skills, taking the time to polish their craft, having really solid work habits in terms of wanting to put in the time and making slow and steady progress, participation in classes where they are involved with other students and us as teachers and just making the class overall better. And then towards their own portfolio and an attitude towards their own art making that really involves them seeing themselves as artists, developing that passion and pushing their ideas openly towards, making the best work that they can, and just always saying, yes, and having a passion and creative attitude towards all media and processes. And this year we have a student who went above and beyond in everything that they were involved in, and teachers outside of the art department also noticing their creative energy spilling into all aspects of Lincoln High School. And that student is Tasneem Sarkez, and I am super proud to have been your teacher for a number of years and to have witnessed your inspiring TED Talk and to have seen the beautiful work you've created. And I'm super excited to give you this award. Congratulations.
I'd also like to recognize Tasneem. I knew about your artwork before you were a student of mine. I remember purchasing work for you during the Winter Bazaar a few years ago, and then seeing your amazing mural in front of the building, and art piece or artwork around the building that I didn't know was you until you were a student of mine. It's been so great to have you in the IB class and see you grow leaps and bounds and really make your artwork personal. Your IB exhibition was incredible. It was beautiful, it was moving, very personal, everything that an exhibition should be. So congratulations. This award is well deserved by you.